Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Vintage Story and my little creative world where I practice different elements of the game. One of which is building and all the various structures that you can create. I've been mostly focusing on the types of builds that you can make while still in the Stone Age. And as you can see, there are quite a few different styles and designs that you can go with. I've had a few different people who have expressed interest in actually seeing how I made some of these designs. So that's what I'm going to do today. Now to start, I'm going to grab the materials. The structure I most want to create would be a sort of medieval castle-esque type form. Now, one of the first things I absolutely want to do is lay out the shape I want to go with. Because this is still a Stone Age build, I do want to keep it on the relatively small side. Therefore, I'm going to lay out what is essentially a few rooms that would all be interconnected into the larger castle-like structure. There we go, that'll be the footprint for the actual building. And then the castle itself, I think, would benefit from being a wall. Alright, there's our footprint. And we'll start with the building and then do the wall. And we'll just be doing the building itself for this time. None of the decorating or other fancy additions. Alright, and this becomes a floor here. And you could potentially dig down further to create a cellar area in this castle, but I'm not going to worry about that. I am instead just going to focus on this upper floor area. I think having a nice raised area of that works perfectly. And these little side offshoots could potentially contain staircases, or at least one of them could. I think it would make sense if both of them did. This is only one side, but it looks very flat. Luckily, I know a very simple way to fix it. We just need a bit of this. Now, one thing I found is if you click at the center of the block, it will lay flat. If you click high, you get it sticking out. You click low, it sticks out. Click to the side, well, that. But you click dead center, and it lies nice and flat. And this adds a lovely bit of extra texturing. Now, I am going to put a solid block there and solid blocks along this very bottom bit. That way, this gets just a little bit more definition. Now, I personally am not feeling the keeping it all solid this stone to the top. Maybe a different one at the bottom would actually look better. It's just enough variation in the texture to make it look a little nicer. I also want to punch some windows into here. Yes, I believe that's a decent height for our little castle. And this is just to raise this floor level. I do not know if that will prevent mobs from spawning on this level, but I am willing to give it a try. there we have a lovely base to the castle with a little bit of color variation. And I'm also gonna put a little bit in there. I think all right, from there we want the other tower to go up. There's the potential. Also, that would have to go because it looks awful. It would look nicer if this stuck out just... There we go. This window is not working for me. And now we just got to make the middle part, which is where I want to change things up. I think wood would be good in that next spot. And then from here, cobblestone again, but this time a lighter version. And then we just top off those corners. There we go. Aha. And that already looks so much better. It actually looks like a nice little castle. Now we just have to worry about this outer part. It's a very simple little castle-like structure. But there we go. A lovely little Stone Age castle, and we can add a little extra variation. Well, there we go. At long last, the finished Stone Age castle. There's probably a few little characteristics we could have put in here to add a little more shape and texture to it. Perhaps blocks that matched a little better, color palette wise. But I think it came out pretty nice, all things considered. And the most important part was, of course, the shape and giving it a castle feel, even while remaining fairly small, because after all, it is the Stone Age. And while you could go above and beyond and make a huge structure, gathering all that material would take so much time and so much effort, especially this part here, the cobblestone. You'd have to pick up every single rock you used from the ground because you don't have a pickaxe yet. Once you have a pickaxe, putting this together is no problem. If anything, you're probably more likely to use the mud brick instead of cobblestone. Although there are some limits, the mud brick, after all, does not have a stair version. And perhaps that's what I'll do next time. Next time I'll do an entirely no cobblestone build. But for now, this is it, our lovely little Stone Age castle. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video and following along with the build. And if there are any other builds or structures you'd like to see, or just see a follow along of it, let me know. And I will do my best to accommodate. So until next time, take care of yourself.